are little cats. They're all grown up. One day they're arriving and can't find their class. The next day they're in a graduation gown. Alas. We are checking in with our seniors to be, and a glimpse of what that is like is what you'll begin to see. Moving off campus into their own place, learning to cook, and creating your own space. Tougher classes, preparing for a career, potential employment is just about here. Becoming elders on the team, more vocal, leading the way, relating to the younger cats and hearing what they have to say. So let's meet again, Riley, Kate, Kelsey, and Ram, and let them describe it as best as they can. Episode 3. Woo! I think maybe 4.
Episode 3.
3. 2-3.
2-3.
Yay!
Jordan,
we have some special guests here. Of course, we have Brooke.
Hey guys, your co-host with other co-hosts,
Richard Manning,
and hopefully you guys are familiar with a couple of the voices that you're going to be hearing today.
We have some veteranas.
Yeah, some veteranas, which, if you're not a Spanish speaker, veterans. So, upperclassmen.
Better than viejas, old people. This is veteranas.
Got it. Go ahead, guys, and
reintroduce yourselves.
Yes. Reintroduce.
Name, where you're from, and what your major is today before you change it next week.
My name is Riley Fitzpatrick. I am from Ashburn, Virginia, and I'm a political science major, and I'm a junior. Versus not being a junior. All right.
So everyone here is actually a junior. Thank you, though. Good.
My name is Katerina Regazzoni. I'm from Zurich, Switzerland, and I am a psychology and global health double major.
Double major, baby. Let's go.
DM. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ramira Ambrose. I'm from Plymouth, Minnesota, and I'm studying econ and data science. Woo!
Great majors and great eye contact, Ramira. You're going to get A+ for that with the camera. You don't have to.
For the people
supposed to be talking, casual conversation.
For the people listening on just audio right now, if you go, there is our YouTube video that might be up at the same time as the audio.
See our lovely faces.
Probably not.
We're looking good on a Friday.
And T-minus 3 to 5 business days for Brooks Up.
If you want to put a face to name, go on YouTube.
There we go.
Anyways.
Bravo. Let's go. Well, we wanted to talk a little bit about being a veteran, being around for a while. And so I think we'll just start the conversation. First of all, we're in the middle of our winter quarter. Mm-hmm. We're doing a winter check-in. Let's start with what's the hardest class you have right now?
I have one. Math.
Which math?
Let's just go with math.
Okay.
In general.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate?
It's a forever answer.
Math. It's just, it constantly gives me something to do and to stress about. Mm-hmm. And I don't really get stressed about school. You know this. Like, usually I'm just like,
she's cruising.
Do my best, whatever happens, happens. But math, like, that's just not good enough anymore. I have to do more. And it's been really frustrating.
Okay, we're going to move on before steam starts coming out of Kate's ears.
For me, I have this statistical methods class, 320-1.
Math related.
Whenever there's a 3, I get scared because that means it's hard. Mm-hmm. So it's been hard. But, the professor loves me.
Harder than other classes you've had before?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's like data science upper level, so a little scary, but it's okay.
I couldn't even imagine.
Rite of passage.
I would say right now I'm in a legal studies / political science class that is quite challenging. Oh, I pressed the button.
I'm being a podcaster over here.
Sorry, I had to.
You had to press the button.
Just
Fitzpatrick,
continue.
But it's really interesting. It is very difficult because I basically just look at like UN treaties all day, and there's just a lot of words. But I think that it's something really cool, and it's pushing me outside my comfort zone. So I'm
Just
actually
well
really
rounded.
enjoying it.
Positive
Nice.
spin.
I'll go because I'm also a student.
Yeah.
Mine, everyone's gonna roll their eyes, but it's my legal theory and reality TV class where I have to watch reality TV, and then we read about a different legal philosopher each week, and we talk about like legal theory and how it relates to that specific reality TV
No
show.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's really interesting.
That's very creative.
But for me, the philosophy classes have honestly always been my downfall.
Mm.
Freshman year was my downfall, and this year it happens to be my downfall as well, because I guess I can't grasp what's not actually real, which just is being theorized as real. And yeah, me and my teacher have some misunderstandings because I believe I'm also theorizing, so it can't be wrong.
So the legal theory reality TV is your philosophy class, or that's a separate class?
That is my philosophy class.
That's it. Okay.
So yeah, what about you, Rich?
Can you
I
use
do
a
not have a
throwback?
class right now.
How about a throwback to your days?
Throwback.
Mhm.
I was a math major.
Really? Were you?
So
Wow.
advanced calculus, Santa Clara University, shout out.
Advanced
It's a CAD
calculus.
class.
Why are you
the
not
fifth,
helping
the
Katarina?
fifth
We're
quarter
in
of
senior
calculus was
sessions.
Why
not
are
fun.
you not helping me, Rich?
NCAA rules.
I fear he's lying.
No, we're not allowed. You have to see your academic counselor for that.
Oh, man.
All right.
Colin.
Well, anyways, something else that's going on for us now being upperclassmen is the fact that we live off campus. Woo! So what guys might not know is that me, Katarina, and Ramir are actually roommates. Actually, you probably do know this because we had a house podcast at the beginning of the year, if you're a frequent listener. And Riley lives with Alicia, who's also a junior, and they're roommates, and we both live off campus now. So I guess, what is your living situation? Like, describe a little bit about it. Like, how do you feel now that you're living off campus?
Well, let's set the scene here. You all were living in the dorms or on campus housing for your first 2 years. So this was the first year you moved off campus.
And our second year, well, we've all lived in Bob dorm before. Riley lived in Lincoln her second year, but we've all have lived in Bob, which is the best dorm ever, BDE. So yeah, that's where we transitioned from.
Best dorm ever, and now I live in the apartment.
And how far off campus are you?
Very close. I'd say it's a 7-minute walk.
A few,
She
7
knows
minute walk.
exactly
7 minute walk.
she lives in the morning.
7 minutes. Wow.
7-minute walk. I can do it. That's
7
like
minutes.
we're kind of like
Let's be
briskly
realistic
walking.
here.
But-
Standard person walking.
Maybe,
Yeah. You guys walk fast.
maybe 10. I'd give it 10.
Okay.
From when I get into the locker room to when I leave my apartment, 10
Mhm.
minutes.
Nice.
Okay.
So it's
And what was what's the biggest adjustment you had to make moving off campus from the on campus housing?
I don't know if there was like, okay, well, for me, it's because I can't really cook. So we don't have the dining hall anymore. So I can't cook. So that's hard.
Ask Riley what she makes for dinner every day.
So what do
I
we
have a
do?
different question. Does that stop you from going to the dining hall?
Shout out the freshmen for letting me come to the dining hall. But so I try my best. That's what I do. So that's
And have you come up with a couple things that work?
What does that mean?
well, I can boil pasta.
Yes, there she goes.
I can get like the pre-made like salads.
How about the chicken tenders or the
I
chicken
can do
nuggets?
dinosaur chicken nuggets from the freezer.
How
I can
about
cook that.
frozen meatballs? Do those always turn out good, even if
they
they're
don't. No.
pre-cooked?
Like, how are you gonna mess that up? You just put it on the stove.
Those who don't know the infamous story of Riley accidentally giving a couple people food poisoning by cooking pre-cooked meatballs.
So if you ever have the chance,
How does that happen?
to
We
go to
don't
Riley's
know.
restaurant.
We'll never
please
know.
don't.
It was the night before the beep test, so we all woke up the next morning completely sick from the beep test. But we did it.
Well, we're growing. We're
Yeah.
growing in this challenge.
I'm sure.
So I think boiled pasta is great. It's a good, quick staple. And what else? Anything else that works?
Ordering Chinese food.
Okay, ordering out works.
Ordering out.
All right, let's move on to the.
I'm sure they
Well, we're gonna say hi to
Yes.
Kelsey.
We're also, what we have is another guest incoming. She came from her office hours, so that's probably her hardest class if she were to update on that question.
Not an education.
Yes, Kelsey is our grandma of the team, also our roommate. Also upperclassmen, so she'll be joining us on the podcast. Say hello, Kelsey.
Hey guys, I'm Kelsey. I wasn't clear already.
So we're chatting about kind of, you've been off campus for a couple years, but what's the biggest adjustment for you when you moved from the dorms to off campus?
I think cooking. That was a big adjustment. Having to cook for yourself every day, no dining hall, that was tough.
That's what.
And we should probably say Northwestern athletes get food at the building here. So breakfast and lunch are usually set.
Correct. Well, kind of. Breakfast, you can work the system and get your yogurt that they have at the fuel station and cereal, but not like a full 2 meals at Nona's, one meal. So mostly I get lunch, and then dinners, I'm on my own making food. But I'm a good cook.
Okay, so give us one or two things that work best for you.
As far
That you
as
make.
I make a really simple broccoli beef stir fry. Trader Joe's has great things for that. Or I'll just make. Oh, I've been really into making chicken nuggets out of almond flour.
I feel like you make, from your roommate over here perspective, I feel like you make a lot of taco things.
Oh, yeah, duh. That is a big thing. I do a lot of taco bowls and just taco meat. It's so easy. Probably takes 15 minutes.
What's your go-to protein for your tacos?
Ground beef or ground turkey,
Love it.
depending on if I want red or white meat.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Let's go to Ramira, then cut her in because Ramira has to leave. So
For me, the biggest adjustment, I think, was the proximity. Going to Bob and Lincoln, it was a quick 1 minute walk.
1 minute walk.
But then when we have 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. lift, we got to take Kelsey Kwan or Brooke Miller's car
And you're
and park it in the garage.
5 to 10 minutes away.
Yes. So 7:35 is our game time. We're out the house together.
Out.
7:35.
From a cooking perspective, I like to cook some sort of protein with a veggie on the side, but Brooke and Katerina one up me every day, so you can listen to what they have to do, but sometimes it's like a restaurant in our kitchen.
So actually so true.
However,
Great way to put it.
I make edible food and I don't make people sick, so if you take that how you will. I can say I can one up Riley, but Brooke and Katerina are ready to go every week.
Okay.
But Katerina, you expand.
Yeah. So first of all, the friends in the dorms. I like what you said about proximity. That's definitely a big one. And then cooking too. When we cook, we usually survive off of that for 3 to 4 days.
Big in the house.
So that's definitely a big one. Especially because I don't have time to go to Nona's every day, so it's I have to figure out lunch and dinner, and it gets a lot. So, yeah, sometimes you have to sacrifice food a little bit because of time. But, yeah, what I like to cook a lot is different types of pasta. Just get creative with your pasta sauces and make it from scratch. I don't like to buy the tomato from just tomato sauce that's already pre-made. I like to make it myself.
She checks if our pasta noodles are cooked.
Al dente.
Al dente.
Yes.
With
Because this one has problems. She overcooks her pasta. That's the first thing I
Riley.
so do you?
I can't go.
You said you make your
I'm sure you've improved.
you make your tomato sauce from scratch. So you buy the tomatoes,
Yeah,
or you can get canned tomatoes.
I either buy diced canned tomatoes, or I buy actual tomatoes and cut them up and let them soften.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds lovely. Do you have any Swiss food that you have go to now?
I don't think I cook a lot of Swiss food in our home.
Her dad came once and made a great meal. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it's called scalpi alla limone.
Of course.
Yeah. That was good.
Rich loves that one, right, Rich?
My favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite Swiss food.
So with all the adjustments that everyone's had to make, what are the perks? What's your favorite part of living off campus?
What do you point at me for?
Well, I'm with my homegirls all the time, so that's fun. As much as like cooking can be an inconvenience, we're all in the kitchen together, so that's fun. And then when we're in the living room with everybody, also, that's fun, hanging out. And house style living. It's
Boom.
fun.
Put it that way.
I would like to add one thing. Thanks. Like living in the dorms was nice because you're also really close to everyone. Like your neighbors with literally everyone.
Mhm.
Which is now like missing. Like yes, we live in a house, but it's like a house with 6 other girls, which isn't like obviously as big as the dorms. So
Less people.
yeah,
So,
less people,
less
like,
variety.
different
Yeah,
people,
there. You could like see
Vicky,
10
Vicky,
different
if you're
people from
listening.
different sports, 10 different people from different like wherever you see them on campus, all living in the same place. So that was cool, definitely to have that aspect. But
Social soccer girls.
Well, that's a good segue because that was one of my thoughts is in the dorms, obviously the time that you spend with other people is kind of right in front of you. It's brought to you. So how do you replace that? You're not in the cafeteria as much in the evenings with a bunch of other people, and you're not walking around through the hallways of your building and probably not on campus as much in the evening. So how do you replace that?
I think just being intentional with finding time to hang out with friends. Like for me, I also lived in a sorority house my sophomore year, so it was different. But with that, just being intentional of going over to say hi to those girls, get dinners with them. So it's more you have to plan, less so just knock on a door and say hi. Walking around campus, there's a lot of events that you can do off campus where you can see everyone. So I think just you're having to be more intentional with your time, but also it's a two-way street. So investing in those relationships is a big part of it.
So where are your social spaces? Like coffee shops, restaurant in town, the club, dance halls.
Dance halls, obviously.
dance
Is
halls.
dance halls a good thing?
Yeah, of course.
That's like from
No, it's
1940.
not.
We waltz.
I've never heard of that.
I was gonna say, going off of Kelsey's point, like I still go to the dining hall with the freshmen,
Oh.
so I still see them.
No,
all
but
day
really,
long.
no.
Riley likes freshmen.
You don't see the same people that we used to
No,
see
that's
in the
true.
dorm.
That's true. They're all like completely like. Well, yeah, I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
They're substantially younger than me. But yeah,
Are they though?
no, actually, they're not. They're like all my age now. I feel like also just like inviting people like over. Like I feel like me and Alicia have become more like social with like trying to have different people come over just because we know that like we have to go out of our way because like we don't live in the house, so it like takes like effort for us to go see people. Was gonna kind of be like my piece to follow Kelsey's.
Love it.
Yeah, I definitely think that's always something that you can work on. And now for the rest of our lives, we'll probably be in spaces where we're going to have to be intentional about seeing people because we'll go from, seeing everyone to roommates to living by yourself. If you ever do that, I'll never do that ever. I'll have a roommate always, but I'm kidding. But yeah, I think that's definitely advice that I still have to remind myself to do every day. And like even moving forward, and when I get a job and when I'm out there in the real world, it's probably gonna be even harder to still see people and make those connections. So if you're listening to this and you're incoming into college or you're about to join college, just know that you should always be intentional about making friendships, not just your freshman year, and keeping those connections farther you go on, especially when you're off campus.
Anybody else have a favorite place to meet people?
The beach.
Oh, that's a great one.
This beach.
Spike ball, actually.
Yeah, in the summer it's like we rekindle.
Spike ball, because I feel like somehow I always do that in
Yeah.
this podcast.
Do you want to give us your ranking in spike ball before you talk about it?
I don't think she can talk right
Self-proclaimed
now.
number one.
But it's like if we are on a beach and like you only have like your partner to play spike ball with, because obviously it's a 2v2 sport, then there's always like random people that like want to play but don't have a net, and like that's a great way to meet new people too.
Yeah. I think you can't, though, at the moment, proclaim best spike ball player. It's been so long since you've had a showing. We'll have to reassess.
Maybe we can do
that's my
a
answer
live
for her.
podcast from the beach.
You do one from the beach
I'll
for
let
sure.
my
Yeah.
talent show. I'll let my talent speak for me.
Fair?
Yeah.
All right, so now we've gone from first year player, first year student, we're off campus. Let's talk a little bit about team, like how you're, as a veteran player, you feel like you're taking more ownership of the team. What are some differences with that from where you were a year or two ago?
Good question, Rich.
Because you are the veteranos now.
We are the veterans. I would say that I think all of us are taking a little bit more ownership that like this is our team and this is like kind of like going to be our year. We're going into our senior season, so like we all want to make the best of it, and I think leave like a lasting legacy, and that kind of all starts from us now, and like we're the people that people are looking up to. So setting a really high standard for ourselves and also.
So what does that look like when you go into the weight room or you go on the field?
We are not getting outlifted.
50.
I wish I could agree with
You
that.
personally?
Wait,
No.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my lift partner sitting over here, Miss Brooke Miller. She moves some big weight on the bench. Outdoes me every time, but
I tried.
muscle mommy over there. So, but yeah, she's moving weight.
So when the team gets together, let's say for a weight room session or a fitness session, do you find yourself more in tune with what your teammates are doing, not just you? Do you find yourself wanting to spur them on to do better? Do you want them to? Do you give them a shout out? What kind of things do we do?
I think for me in the weight room, it's important to be like enthusiastic and energetic. I remember my freshman year, like seeing the older girls kind of bring that environment was really helpful to like make me want to push myself. And so I think the mentorship and like showing that's our standard to the younger girls makes everyone excited to be there. And like when someone gets a huge rep like 50, like everyone's screaming and it's exciting. But I think showcasing that and leading an example for people to follow is important.
And what's your go-to shout?
I break down our things before we lift. So
Yes.
we'll hit a little swole, gains, energy, work.
Break.
And then let's do a live. Here we go, ready? Break on 3. 1, 2, 3, break. So
That was Chris.
That's
It's like the best part of lift.
yeah, Katarina gets so excited.
I get really
First one that's in there that's like, I'm ready.
Nice.
But that's our second block. Unity, unified, go Cats. Breakdown.
Nice.
And on that note, I gotta go. But love you all, go Cats, and XOXO.
Go treatment.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye.
I get to cheer myself.
You call me fat?
Answer a little bit about that question because I feel like I had a big turnaround in my time here. I went from the person who is being held accountable by a lot of upperclassmen and not really giving a. Are we allowed to swear on here?
No.
Okay. Not really,
Give a hoot.
Giving
Yeah.
a care.
I mean, I cared, but like I didn't think like that. Those like some of the things that like other people thought mattered. Like I didn't think they really mattered. To like holding other people accountable sometimes, which is not my favorite thing to do. But I'm like, why are we not doing this ourselves? And like I realized that like I'm in a position now where we should be setting the standard, and so it's also part of my job because obviously, like Riley said, it's going to be our last season, so we all want it to be super successful because that's probably the one we're going to remember the most. And like just everything we go into, I think I feel responsible that if we're not doing a good job, like I have to do at least something to raise the standard because I want to be really successful in this last season, since I'm going back overseas afterwards. So yeah, I think I went from being held accountable a lot to kind of taking on that role where you also hold other people accountable just to make sure we reach our goal.
And we're working on the documentary Last Year in America.
Yeah.
Kate's last season.
We should
in
vlog
America.
it.
Last year.
That
What's
was
your
crazy.
ever? The last dance.
The last dance in America.
Yeah.
I think for me, just having all of us too, but I mean, for me, having been through so many seasons and so many different seasons, like we've had very successful seasons, we've had not successful seasons, we have had a lot of culture change within our programs, but for the better. I think just being able to use those experiences as we head into this last year and really figure out what pieces from those past seasons we can use to kind of build off on, and the learning experiences we've learned, to be able to grow as a group and kind of reach our goals. But to Katarina's point, yeah, I think as seniors, fifth years, whatever, upperclassmen, we have a lot higher of a standard and we have a lot higher of expectations and we have a lot more eyes looking on us. And so being able to lead in the way that we would hope this team can also mimic in the future years is really important. And honestly, like we're leaving a legacy this year, but also a legacy for the future and how we want to lead the program. obviously better than when we came into it. So
I love it.
Ditto. That's what everybody said.
Are we ready for lightning round?
Yeah, let's do lightning round,
We're heading to
guys.
lightning round. These guys are veterans, so they know how
Yeah.
to do the lightning round.
You guys know
well.
how lightning round works. Don't think, just answer. We don't want, honestly, we figured that honestly, I'm the culprit of making lightning round longer than it has to be sometimes. And if you watch the last episode with Jenny and Morgan, it's their fault for sure. They went loose on us.
They wanted to expound.
Yeah, but you guys know how it works. Don't think, just answer. If you really need to give an explanation, fine. But let's just get started into
Okay,
it.
you
We got
got
some
'em?
new questions today because obviously you guys have all been on the podcast. So nothing that you've ever heard before. All right.
Oh no.
All right. First question. Favorite song at the moment?
So
And
good
artist.
orchestral version from Halsey.
What?
What?
So good orchestral version from Halsey.
Okay, the first song that came to mind was Seeds, even though that was my favorite song a minute ago. It just still is up there by Bennett Coast.
I don't know why. 10 out of 10 by Rex Orange County. It's like 10/10.
Really?
Love it. Love it. At the moment, I was singing a song called Coconut by Harry Nilsson last night, and it's stuck in my head.
Nice. All right.
1972.
Nice. Rate your driving on a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
All right.
Oh gosh.
9. I was gonna say 10, but then she said 10. I was like,
I'll go 9 as well.
11. Rich.
I'm 10.
Nice.
Safe and slow.
Nice. So
you're one
so
of
3.
those. Yeah.
Some people would say 3, yes.
Driving a car, not driving a
Oh.
moped.
Oh yeah, moped driving. Okay, let's do that really quick. Moped driving.
Like a 5.
10.
10. I don't have a moped.
0, I don't have one.
4. I fell twice. One thing about your hometown that people should know.
I love it. And we have Philly
One
Co.
thing.
I love it.
I love it.
And what?
We have Philly Co.
What?
It's a gas station.
All right. Ready?
Okay, I'm gonna do like a beautiful dash majestic, so that's one thing.
Thank you.
Amazing nature.
And can you explain where you're from? Because we've eaten into.
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
Canoga Park, California, in Los Angeles. It has everything.
Ooh, that beats all.
Nice. Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is.
Awesome.
Overrated.
Cool.
Seems to be great. Need to listen more.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, wait. You said okay. Back to college. You said cool question mark. Are you sure? Let's try that again confidently. One thing. Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is.
Cool.
Okay. Favorite holiday.
Thanksgiving.
Rapid round, really?
Summer.
What?
Okay, okay.
Do you have
You
a?
calm down before you yell at me because we don't do holidays like you guys.
You do
Do
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah, but we would like holidays for us are just vacation time. Like we don't get free time for like Thanksgiving. We don't get like 3 days off. It's like
Happy vacation day in Switzerland.
it's not
Happy summer.
June 15th.
All right, Kelsey.
Actually,
move
June
on, move
21st,
on.
first day of
Move
summer.
on, Kelsey.
Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
I'll go Thanksgiving.
What are you looking forward to right now?
Oh, spring break.
The sun. I'm going to Florida.
My tea. It's waiting for me in the locker room.
We're getting a new furnace. Yay.
Yay! Favorite rich acronym. Mine is BTL, break the line balls.
I don't have one.
Wow, Rich. She's not up there anymore.
There was one that you had this season that I liked. That was about like bag checking and stuff. But I would say drive around dish DDD.
DDD.
I was gonna say triple D.
Triple D.
Triple D.
It's a good one.
Favorite day of the week.
Friday.
Wednesday.
Friday.
Sunday.
What color is math to you?
Blue.
Blue.
Red.
Awesome.
Green. Mine's green.
Green.
That's science.
And
That's how
why?
you call her rich?
Yeah.
Green.
Rich was a math teacher back in his day.
Why should people listen to Whiskers at the moment? If you've been asked this question before, don't give the same answer.
Okay. Because you can learn new and exciting things.
Yes, we're educational.
If you want to see like how an authentic college team, like Big Ten team, interacts with each other at top tier university, like this is where you're gonna see it.
Boom.
Because it's run by Brooke Miller and Rich Manning.
Yes, that's the answer we love to hear.
Yeah.
That's all
Do I
for our
win?
lightning round. No.
Well, did we ask him your
Kiss up.
Okay, so a couple bonus questions. Your favorite winter drink?
I'm gonna say a peppermint white mocha from Starbucks, but I only ever get like one in the entire holiday season.
Okay.
I really liked honey lattes recently. I stopped doing like vanilla lattes or like put sugar in my coffee. I just do honey anymore.
She's a coffee
these
snob.
days. And I
Cheers.
really enjoyed it. I don't know if it goes with winter though, like, but maybe chai.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Kelsey?
Wow. Matchas.
Peppermint tea.
Probably like hot coffee.
Why that look?
Great. What about a winter treat?
Anything with chocolate?
Peppermint bark.
That's so random. I've
What?
never seen you eat that.
Where have you ever had that?
Wait, it was lightning red, right? Maybe I didn't mean it.
That's great. We can review it later.
Come back to me.
Chocolate. Oh, advent calendar chocolate from Switzerland.
Pumpkin pie.
I really like ice cream in the winter. That's
Wow.
weird, but I do.
Got to warm you up.
Gotta warm me up.
Do we have a favorite winter accessory?
Earmuffs.
Scarf.
Yeah, she does have a scarf. I would say gloves.
Love?
Gloves.
Oh my gosh.
She wears her heart on her sleeve.
Kels?
My jacket keeps me warm.
I have a new jacket that has a battery and it keeps you warm. It's the best.
Oh yeah, I remember when you got that. You were so proud
Rich
of
wears it in the field house.
Shout out Coach Moynihan for my Christmas present.
Aww. One day we'll get Michael on the podcast.
I hear
guys.
Michael's
Don't
a really good
worry.
gift giver.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Oh, earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Love
Legendary.
earmuffs.
The legendary.
They are
earmuffs.
legendary. Not
They
everyone
are
loves them,
legendary.
but I love them.
Okay, so what do we got next here? Game coming up?
Oh, next week,
March 8th, Saturday.
March 8th, game against UW Milwaukee. Michael's old team, actually, the one he used to coach. Super exciting. Don't think it's open to the public.
Correct.
But if we have some really interested fans out there, we can send you this video.
And we will we'll do some interviews.
Yes.
We'll get some reaction.
Yes.
We'll get some reactions about the game.
All right.
All right, that's all I have
Well,
today.
Thanks to our veterans. We love them.
We love
We're
them.
cherishing this upcoming year with them.
Yeah. To all our fans out there, I want to say, if you're on our Spotify, there's a link where you can send us a text. Feel free to reach out to us.
And we'll, if you can subscribe, like, link, comment. We're
Share.
happy. Kelsey's happy to give you her stir fry recipes. We can share those, as well as Riley's pasta and Kate's pasta sauce.
Yes. And thanks so much. We're Whiskers out.
Ciao.
Whiskers out.
Ciao.
Ciao, man.